Hello there. I'm Erin Alexander, and I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I'm also a sexologist and a sexual health educator. And I wanted to do a brief little series on ethical non monogamy or consensual non monogamy to give everybody a pretty good idea of what that means. So, when I was in college, when I was in undergraduate and graduate school, there was not a lot of information on what we used to call alternative lifestyles. And there was very little information on relationships and sexuality in general. And so, as a mental health professional over the years, I've had to obtain continuing education credits and certifications that have qualified me to comfortably address relationship and sexuality issues with my clients. And one of those issues happens to be ethical non monogamy or consensual non monogamy. And a lot of this work that I do is with couples. There are also, the internet happens to be flooded with a lot of articles about open relationships, polyamory, swinging, and other words or phrases that were once associated with alternative lifestyles. There are movies and cable network series that normalize the behavior, and I'm very glad about that because it does make the conversation easier to have. So, in a nutshell, consensual non monogamy is being sexual or romantic or both with more than one person. Honesty, transparency, consent, integrity, and high levels of communication are involved in this type of lifestyle. There are different types of consensual non-monogamy or ethical non-monogamy. There are different levels. For example, a couple may agree to flirt with other people in front of each other, but nothing more than that will happen. They won't do anything physical with the other individuals. Another example would be swapping partners sexually, but there's nothing romantic involved. Sometimes people agree to open the relationship completely to other individual partners, but there are specific rules. Consensual non-monogamy is not cheating, despite what some people believe, because there's no dishonesty. There's transparency among all of the participants. So this lifestyle is not for everybody, and so I am reiterating that. You have to be in a good place mentally and emotionally, and your relationship has to be a relatively healthy relationship in order for you to engage in this particular lifestyle. And so before delving into this, it would be a good idea to have in-depth conversations with your partner, have a sexual health professional work with you to help you to come up with some of the agreements and the boundaries that you would want to have in this particular lifestyle. And if any of you have any questions about this, just shoot me an email. My email address is Erin, ERIN, at brighterfutureea.com.